3 seed Gonzaga men's basketball lost to 11 seed Texas 74-68. From the first four to the Sweet 16 in year one under Sean Miller at Texas, I got to tap my cap off to him. I mean, playing in 3 games within a week, 6 days, that's not easy. And I thought Texas eventually was going to have fatigue issues, but they didn't have enough. And I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. Gonzaga was favored in the game by 5.5. And I admit, I was not very confident in Gonzaga, for making brackets. I didn't have them going to Elite Eight, period. Gonzaga finishes the regular season 31-4 overall. And this is the last year for the West Coast Conference for them. And maybe that's a good thing for Gonzaga. I'm just being honest. They need to face a tougher conference to help them prepare for March Madness. And this is the first time that Gonzaga has failed to go to the Sweet 16 for back-to-back seasons since the 2013-2014 season. And back then, that was the 5th year in a row, and we knew it was going to eventually happen for Gonzaga. I'm just being real because after so much success, the Sweet 16, Elite 8, and further, it was going to come down eventually to not making the second weekend for the NCAA tournament for back-to-back years. And Mark Few is still looking for that elusive national title. Is he really going to get it? We just know that it's going to be within I would think within 10 years or 5 years before Mark Few even retires. We'll just have to wait and see when he really does retire. And Texas is 21-14 overall. The next game is obviously either 2 seed Purdue or 7 seed Miami, Florida. We'll just have to wait and see about that. I just thought if Gonzaga was not going to make to the Sweet 16, they would lose to a BYU, the 6th seed. I was wrong about BYU. So at least I had on a few of my brackets that I didn't have Gonzaga going Sweet 16. And I know they didn't have Braden Huff for a while, but still, Texas was up at halftime 35-33. Second half, Texas scored 39 points. Gonzaga scored 35. There's obviously more to the game than that. That's why I'm going to go over the last minute of the game. This is besides the stats, of course. So around 58 seconds left time, Grant Foster from Gonzaga got the defensive board after Tremar Mark from Texas missed a 3. And Graham Ike made a dunk, assisted by Mario St. Superi, to make it 69-68. Texas was up. Gonzaga needed a stop. Obviously, Texas did call timeout around 32 seconds left. Then they set up a huge play. And Camden Heide from Texas made a 3-pointer. Around 14 seconds left, assisted by Tremar Mark, to make it 72-68. So Gonzaga had to rush to make it a one-possession game and a new foul game. Mario St. Superi missed a 3 around 9 seconds left. Dylan Swain got the defensive board for Texas, and he did a huge outlet pass to Montes Vokatitis from Texas, and he made a dunk to make it 74-68. And Gonzaga did not get a shot up in time. And Gonzaga did not even try to foul. I don't get why they didn't, but still, Gonzaga shot 45% from the field on 60 attempts, 25% on threes on 16 attempts. You can't win games when you shoot the ball that bad. 83% on free throws on 12 attempts. That's only 2 misses. You can't fault that. Either 34 rebounds, 9 of those offensive, 21 assists, 7 turnovers, 5 steals, 1 block, and 9 fouls in total. Insane, I know. And 13 points off the bench. Davis Vogel with 6 points, tying Grant Foster with 7. 2 double-digit scores, Luka for Graham Ike with 25 points, So he was like 10 for 22 from the field, and he did have 4 fouls. So that did make him play a little more conservative on defense at times. And Jalen Worley had 10. And 4 players scored 61 points this game. I mean, Emmanuel Innocenti had 9 points. Mario St. Superi had 9 points. And I kind of mentioned those other 2 bench players, and Davis Fogel with 6, and Grant Foster with 7. So that's 18 plus 13. That's 31 right there. And Texas had 20 points out the bench. I mean, Nick Cody with 12 points. Tyndall Weaver with 8. 4 double-digit scores like about from Matas Vokatitis had 17 points, and he nearly had a double-double with 9 rebounds as well. Jordan Pope with 17 points, so he was like 7 for 18 from the field, 3 for 8 on threes. And Dylan Swain with 11 points, and honestly, Nick Cody with 12. So that's 34 plus 11, that's 45 plus 12, that's 57 points, and 2 players scored 6 points this game. I mean, Traymon Mark had 6 points. He was very inefficient tonight. 2 for 10 from the field, 0 for 3 on threes, but made both free throws. And Chandler Weaver with 8 points, so that's 14 points right there. And Texas shot the ball better from the field and the 3-point lines. 52% on 60 attempts. Yeah, that's a problem for Gonzaga, is their defense at times too. They made a third of their threes on 15 attempts. 78% on free throws on 9 attempts. 29 rebounds, 5 of those offensive. 20 assists, 5 turnovers, 4 steals, 2 blocks. 11 fouls. Now I'm going to go to the points on turnovers, points in the paint, fast break points as well. Points on turnovers did favor Texas in this game, 11-2. Fast break points did favor Texas, 10-6. And points in the paint favor Texas, 46-38. We'll have to wait and see what Texas does next round. I would not count them out at this point. Now they have time to recover. It's just, is it going to catch up to them eventually from playing a play-in game? When is it going to happen? Is it going to happen next game? But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So anyways, if you like this content, hit like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the road. 800 subscribers, course, ultimate goals, 1,000 more. Some money. This course like video. Comment video really helps YouTube background. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell as well.